Happy Easter, everybody. It's Nate again, and this is my third episode of Growing Older Sucks. I'm going to tell you the last 2 weeks have been a whirlwind ride for me. Um, I told you that I discovered by going through the doctor that I had cancer again, and to be honest, it scared the living bejesus out of me, and I don't normally get scared about anything. But I'll tell you something. I've got some good news. Um, after I went in for a procedure last week. I didn't want to tell anybody about it. I went in for a procedure to have a couple of tumors removed, and the procedure went well. They removed the two tumors, but following the procedure, the doctor gave me some more bad news that it was malignant and highly aggressive. So, boy, it's hard. I asked him what I needed to do, and he said I needed to have a scan, and the scan wasn't going to be for uh, another 5 days after the procedure. So I was sent home, and unfortunately, there were some complications, uh, and they still don't know what caused it. But I ended up back in the hospital this past Sunday night, the day before I was scheduled to have my CT scan. Well, with that taken into account, they did the CT scan anyway at the hospital, and they found that I had a clot inside my bladder the size of a softball. Apparently, I had been bleeding internally, and I don't need to go into the details about how the whole clotting process works in the bladder, but it was big, and they had two options basically to go in via the urinary tract and destroy the thing, or dissolve it. And coffee time. Well, they decided to keep me in the hospital, and again, deciding to use a catheter, which I was not real pleased with. They forced about 65,000 gallons of sterile water into my bladder the reverse way and slowly destroyed the clot. And it took 4.5 days to do. Um, wasn't a fun procedure, but kudos to Stone Oak Methodist nursing staff and doctors. They did a great job, and my doctor as well. I think he hates me because of some of the procedures that he performed, but he did a great job as well, and I'm happy to be sitting here talking to you. If I had not gone in, he told me it could have killed me, and that was an eye-opener. I've changed my look. I I'm not looking skinnier because I've been sick. I told you last time that I was on the keto diet to get better and to help fight this thing. And I've lost 20 pounds in about 2.5, 3 weeks on the keto diet. And I feel better. I look better, of course. And I shaved my beard off, got a haircut, and I have a new outlook on life. And here's the news that is what really makes me joyous. I still think that growing older sucks. And that's never going to change. I'm going to fight this tooth and nail, as I've always said. The CT scan revealed that there's no cancer anywhere else in my body. And that makes my wife and family, and of course myself, very happy. I, I've got a lot of things to talk about. I want to talk to people. I'm going to have some people on to talk to me about different things in life. But I wanted to relate to everybody how grateful I am to be sticking around for a while. I'm going to still be taking care of myself and doing the right thing to be healthy, maintain a healthy lifestyle, work hard, take care of my family, and move on to the next chapter of my life, so to speak. If anybody has any questions for me, please feel free to contact me. You know, I learned a lot of things about having had to stay in the hospital almost 5 days, about compassion. And maybe I haven't exercised enough of it in my life for other people, as I know that the medical professionals, the nursing staff especially, exercised an intense amount of compassion for me when I was there, because I was in constant pain. With a clot that size in my bladder, any little movement hurt. And, I grinned and bared it, and, I bucked up. And they said I was a great patient. But I think what made me a great patient was their being great nurses. I can't say enough good things about them and how they went above and beyond. Oh, my neck's killing me. Above and beyond to do their job. On a lighter note, my little ones don't know what happened. They just know that daddy was sick. My older kids, it scared the crap out of them. And to Ryan and Sarah and Jordy, I'm going to do my best not to let this happen again. And to all my family out there, I'm going to... this was my second. The first time was about a year and a half ago. This was my second chance. Walking away from this without it being invasive and having moved into the rest of my body was a near miracle. With that said, I'm going to move on to my next episode here probably within next week, which I'm hoping going to be a little bit more lighthearted. But this is a process for me. Going back and forth with people, talking about things, telling you about my life. I have a lot of things to tell and a lot of things I want to pass on, because I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this almost as like a legacy for my kids, so they can look back, especially my younger ones, and see who I was as a person. I'm not sure where I'm going to start off talking about my life, but I'll tell you, my life has been a wild ride, and I've got some fun and interesting stories to tell. But let's get this serious stuff out of the way. I'm alive. I'm going to stay alive. And no matter what comes my way, as it's always been, I'm going to fight hard, and I'm going to survive. I had a wake-up call, and I'm going to take it to heart. I love all of you, and I'm not going to keep this very long, so thanks for joining me for this third episode of Growing Older Sucks. God bless you. Happy Easter, and like and share if you get a chance. Thanks.